The Raptors took a 2-game lead on the Celtics in the East with their victory in Toronto tonight. Here's their coach, Dwane Casey, talking about the victory.
Boston's a very good team, well-coached team. Their constitution is tough, physical, hard, and we meet that, and they're going to be our rival for a while.
Time for a pump the brakes, Tim. The Raptors and Celtics pretty much equals in the East, right in the tier below Cleveland. Right now, is the Raptors and Celtics the best rivalry in the East from a competitive standpoint, or are you pumping the brakes on that?
That's an interesting question. I would have to say so. Yeah, no pumping the brakes needed. I just think both these teams are one guy away. Now, what I mean by one guy away is Ray Allen in his prime. What I mean by one guy away is Kevin Garnett in his prime. I mean, that's what the Celtics got. They happen to get both those guys to go and play for Boston. If you could just add in one more superstar to either one of these teams, then I think they're a legit threat to Cleveland. Now, I think both these teams can beat the Cavs if Kevin Love gets hurt, or if Kyrie Irving gets hurt, or if LeBron gets hurt. They can certainly get past them. But at full strength, I don't think these teams are equipped enough to win 4 games in a 7-game series. Could they win 2? Sure. Could they win 3? Probably. 4, I'm not sure they're going to be able to get over that hump, as well as neither team is going to have home court advantage. I just wonder if they look at the success that they're going to have this year when they both win 50 games, they both get into the playoffs. I think this would be an awesome series. These two teams over the course, and then they knock each other's heads.
Yep.
And Cleveland beats the Hawks in 4 games. They're just kind of hanging out, waiting for them to show up there. So I just think they're like a DeMarcus Cousins away. You add him to either one of these teams, now you got something. Now I use him as an example because he's a superstar. He's unhappy there. But let's just give Anthony Davis right now to the Celtics. I think they're the best team in the East.
That would be huge.
Now, I don't know how that happens. Obviously, the Pelicans are never going to let him go. But who would have thought that Kevin Garnett was going to leave the Timberwolves? So I don't know how these teams do it, and I don't know the answer and who do you got to give up or Valanciunas and draft picks. But I think you need to make the push, if not this year, next year. Because how long are you going to have these guys in their core? How long are you going to have this prime together?
A lot of people are wondering, too, when Danny Ainge kind of pulls the trigger on a big trade, because it seems like they still have some draft picks that they're holding on to, and people are saying, hey, when are we going to get that big guy? Obviously, they were in the running for Kevin Durant this past offseason, but could not reel him in.
I think that's going to be the difference. Can either one of these franchises bring in a guy? And I'm not sure if Hassan Whiteside is a guy who has that much cachet to maybe get you over the hump. But
and I don't think he's going anywhere.
Who knows if the heater and a fire sale? I don't know if he is. I'm just kind of throwing names out there. But I'm not sure if a guy like him puts you over the hump, but I think he gets you a lot closer.
Tonight, though, it was the Raptors getting the victory, 114-106 over the Celtics in the Toronto Raptors building.